As the processors get more and more powerful and hotter, they found that air cooling is reaching its limit where it's no longer able to be cooled without significant increases in power usage. And so direct-to-the-chip cooling technology is evolving now. We're really promoting both the direct-to-chip technology as well as Shell's immersion cooling technology, where we take our synthetic hydrocarbon technology, submerge the servers fully in the Shell synthetic hydrocarbon and provide the best of both worlds, both maintenance and reliability, cooling and reductions in energy, water, and CO2 output.
As we speak, I think 90% of the market is still working on air cooling, which is the traditional cooling. But I think that now because of AI factories, there is a lot of push to go for direct-to-chip cooling. And that is one of the fundamental reasons why we actually wasted our time to launch a new product this year so that we cater to that market. The immersion work that we work with Intel is something we are looking for the next generation chips, where we need an advanced cooling methodology so that we can actually have improved energy efficiency. At the same time, we are improving the reliability of the hardware as well. And that's where we feel that immersion will be the next cutting edge technology that will help the whole ecosystem to grow further.
Shell's worked with Intel for decades. We're a customer of Intel's, we're an R&D partner of Intel's. We supply them some products and services as well. It's been a partnership that's gone on for much longer than I've been around.
We wanted to partner somebody who is actually one of the biggest OEMs, who's actually vouching for this new technology. And we got on board and we had the first kickoff meeting in Hillsboro about how we can partner with Intel, especially on the immersion cooling. And that conversation was where we saw the Intel team come over to our technology center. We created a program called ADDL through that effort. And that effort led to the conversation of like, we have a vested interest investing in this project so that the end result is that Intel provides us the warranty for chips when actually being used with our coolants, so that it helps the industry to move in one direction instead of having a lot of questions and concerns raised by who is actually tested this, how is the performance looks like, and then who is actually vouching the warranties for these equipments as well.
Now what we're doing is taking our partnership to the next level, collaborating and doing R&D on advanced liquid cooling technologies. Intel has been at the forefront of this. They have the expertise, the capabilities they have at their labs. They know this technology better than anyone. And so they bring all the technical expertise, the technical infrastructure. We bring the chemistry expertise and some of our experience from the energy sector and bring it together, and it's been an amazing combination.
Before ADDL certification, the OEMs were, the hyperscalers, the OEMs were interested to see who has tested your fluids, who has run a definitive, a long-term evaluation on reliability of those machines, and who is backing you, providing the warranties. Warranty was the biggest sticking point, and that actually, we addressed that challenge by working on a collaboration with Intel as part of the ADDL project. And the 25 weeks of rigorous testing that was done in Hillsboro, where the fluids were exposed to extreme stress levels on the coolants, at the same time for the hardware. And they wanted to see how many systems fail when you are actually running these systems at these high capacities. And we found that 92% highly reliable machines from the reliability standpoint came out from the studies compared to air cooling. That is a win-win for both Intel and as well as for Shell.
Intel's taken all of this expertise they already had in advanced liquid cooling technology and put together a data center certification program. So they said, let's take all this expertise that we have. We know the technology works. We see the benefits, and let's formalize it a little bit, bring some credibility to the market, bring comfort to customers that if they want to buy Xeon and they want to submerge those CPUs, they know it's going to perform. So advanced testing, pushing the technology and the compute to the limits to prove that the systems are going to work extremely well in immersion cooling technology, that all of the data has been documented. Intel has all of it that can be shared with customers to prove that you don't have to do a POC, you don't have to do a test. The solutions there, the ecosystem partners have been developed and brought together, and it can be brought into data centers and deployed right away.
One of the best things that has happened with this certification for us is that now we can go to market where some companies who have tested and then approved and provided warranty, this will be our value addition to a customer, because the customers don't want to test and spend time for years together to get an answer. And that work has been done by Intel. So, and also they created a sort of a bundle of OEMs that is part of this effort. So then if somebody wants to go for immersion cooling, there is a integrated solution approach that has come out with this study. So we can go with the tank manufacturers, chip manufacturers, the fluid supplier, as well as the server manufacturers. This is part of the ecosystem. Once we have this bundle ready, it makes life easier. It's all about now, when do we invest and how do we get the best results? So this study was very beneficial for us. Now with a lot of confidence as Shell, we go to market because Intel is helping us with the joint route to market efforts as well. Keeping that in mind, and as well as promoting this whole technology so that we go in one direction rather than confusing more people with more answers, more questions.
Historically, data centers have been a bit risk averse when it comes to trying new technologies. So Intel brought that credibility and trust and said, we will warranty this solution. You don't have to worry, you don't have to do a POC. Now you can deploy. I think from here, the sky's the limit. We're working now to bring this solution to market with all of our ecosystem partners. We'll be able to deploy, and then we're always looking at where we'll go next from here, whether it's enterprise, whether it's AI, we'll be able to supply these solutions for a number of different applications.
I would like to thank Intel's entire team, especially for ADDL. They have been a phenomenal support for us, not just for working on this collaboration, but also we're looking at the future as well.
Intel's been a fantastic partner. We're so proud to work with them. We're so proud to collaborate with them. They bring their brilliant engineers to the table, along with the Shell chemists, and just so many great things have come about. And we're really excited to see not only what we're accomplishing today, but what's next.